Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction. And today, my co host is going to be Lynette. Welcome, Lynette.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
I'm so glad you could be here. I hope you're having a good weekend.
Oh, yeah, it's been a great one. Always good when you get to spend time with family.
Amen. Such a blessing. All right. Well, I want to say individual hellos to everybody. Once again, I am so sorry about having to cancel last night's auction, but we're going to have a great Sunday sale today and a fabulous auction tomorrow night. Lynette's going to be back with us tomorrow night. Also, if y'all haven't seen my YouTube community poll, I did post a poll trying to see what y'all wanted to do about the summer. During the summer months, I can't mail chocolate or gummies. If y'all want to just continue having the snack sale every Sunday, like we always do all through the summer, we absolutely can. But lately, my views have been down and my buys have been down. So I thought I'd check with y'all to see if you still wanted to have the Sunday snack sale or if y'all would prefer to take the summer off and sell something else. It could be a variety sale, it could be a charm sale, jewelry sale, home decor sale, or whatever it is y'all want to buy. But I won't be able to, after the end of May, mail out chocolate or gummies. So I wanted to check to see what y'all wanted to do. So I put up a poll, although I realized that very few of y'all have answered the poll. And of the people who have, some of them have been teenagers and lurkers and not my actual buyers. So I wanted to check with my actual buyers because y'all are the people that I'm showing and actually mailing out the items to. So if we need to change something for Sunday, we can during the summer when I'm not able to mail some of these. So y'all take the poll and let me know. And the only way I know if the actual buyers are the ones answering the poll is when you leave a comment. That's how I found out that a lot of the people answering the poll weren't actually buyers. It was teenagers and some foreign people and whatnot. So all right. Well, before we say individual hellos, let me go ahead and give all of the legal stuff, which is that if you've never bought anything before and you think you might possibly want to buy something for the very first time, then what you need to do is send me an email registration. Let me know your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send your invoice and where to send the items you win. Once you've done that, you can bid. The way you bid in my chat is in numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were going to be charged on your invoice. Because you do have to pay for absolutely every bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is. And I do not cancel at all ever. I had somebody write to me this past week who was concerned about as there is. I guess she didn't understand. So she was concerned about taste. She was concerned about melting. If something melts to you, once again, that's the as is and where is. And that's why I don't mail out things during June, July, August. And once again, if you just don't happen to like a taste of something, I got a report that something was too sour. When it says on the package, it's up to everybody's own individual taste. That too is not a reason for a refund. So once again, everything is as is where is, just like when you buy it from the grocery. The same reasons for a refund apply. You wouldn't take something back to a grocery store if it's in your car on the drive home. They would say, well, you should put it in a ice cream or a freezer. I hope y'all will give me some grace because I'm doing my absolute best. But that's also why, if y'all would rather not have the snack auction during the summer months, then we can sell something else because I have plenty of stuff to sell to y'all. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, I don't think I said my methods of payment are Zelle and PayPal, and my shipping is with Pirate Ship. All right, let me go to the top and start saying some individual hellos, and then we'll get these mailed on the way. All right, first in the chat, I see Melissa McIntosh, who's going to be running our chat. She's also going to be making our list. I never know how in the world she is able to grab her device and type, and then set it down and grab pen and paper and then write, and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth without ever having to make y'all wait. Most channels have two people that does that, and Melissa does both at the same time, which is unbelievable. Of course, it also shows that I'm a small channel for her to even try that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Melissa. Okay, our next viewer is Craig. All hail King Craig. Thank you so much for being here, Craig. Lynette, I have a feeling Lynette is talking and she must be muted. Because if Lynette weren't muted, she'd be saying hi to everybody too. So Lynette, if you can hear me, check to see
Oh,
if
I
she's
was muted.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was muted. I was definitely saying hello, but my mic was turned off.
oh, okay. All right.
So let's see. I missed
Let's scroll
hello,
down.
Craig. I missed Craig and Queen Kathy,
Melissa. Well, we're
Melissa.
just not getting to Kathy.
Okay, we're getting to
So
Kathy. I'm sorry I missed
Yeah.
y'all, but
Hello,
hello,
sweet you. I
hello, how
knew
you
we
doing?
weren't hearing you, and it was during hellos that you had to be talking because that is just so your personality.
Well, it's my phone, my mic that I bought has a little button, and I must have tapped it, and it turned it off. It wasn't turned off on the computer, but it was turned off on the stand. So I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're just glad to have you here. Next, we have Lily. Hi, Lily. Thanks for being here, Lily.
Hey, how are you doing? I think I just saw you last night.
Oh, okay. Let's see who else we have. And in case you're wondering who co-host is, here's her regular icon. She also typed in the chat, so you'll see it's Crap with Passion Lynette.
Did we get Miss Janice? Did we say hey to her?
Not yet. We're still
Okay.
scrolling. There she is. Hello, Janice. So
Hey, Miss
glad you're
Janice.
here. Okay, let me see if there's anything else before I get to the bottom. All right. Well, let's get this started. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life. Roll in your heart. Roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. So let me show you what I have for today. Starting $1 for choice on A. I've got numbers, which if you haven't tried knoppers, they're Melissa's favorite. Also, Lynette, have you tried the knoppers?
Yes, I did. I loved them. They are very good. That's
Tell
why I reordered
everybody
them.
about them from your point of view. I love when a new person can explain something. That way they get a new point of view.
Well, all I can tell you is it's delicious. You don't want to miss them. They're very good. Like all that yumminess
Okay.
wrapped into peppers, they're good.
Now on B, you're going to get two packages of M&Ms. These are kind of mini packages. If you go to the store, you get one, and it technically says that it's two servings. I prefer to just have the one serving package at a time, but I'm going to give you two. Then I've got Snickers, which is up down. Sorry about that. On D, you get this whole handful, which looks like 7 pieces of double bubble. On the second row, this is something new. It is a Dunkin' chocolate egg. It is brownie batter cream filled. I only have a few of these. Then we've
That
got
sounds good.
a crispy rice treat. Then we have cow tails. These are in the flavor of honey bun. And last but not least, I've got these eyeball gumballs. And yet, I think it's six. So looking for $1 starting bid for choice. And y'all go ahead and click the thumbs up, pretty please. Also, click the share button and share me out on your YouTube community page, on your Facebook, your Instagram, all your Discords, including mine, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter, which is now called X. Oh, welcome, welcome, Jen. She says, "Oh my, you had me at Duncan. And not just any Duncan, but brownie batter. Brownie batter.
They look delicious.
But Jen, we do need a number one in there to kick off the bidding. I try to always have new things at the auction. So we'll have some new towels. I've got some new trail mixes and nuts. I have some croissant, and they're not just any croissant, they are filled croissant. And so if you want that New Orleans experience, I can't give you beignets, but the next best thing is croissant. All right, Jen put her official one in there.
The eyeballs look like they're staring at me, telling me, buy me, buy me.
Oh, they might be. They might be. Just imagine putting these in some school lunches.
Kids would have a blast with them.
I think so too. I also think these might be even fun for like a prank, to put it inside a box or a lunch box or a trinket box or even something funny for Halloween. So much you could do with these. Seems like guys and boys might like them especially.
Put them in your kids' lunch and then make them think you're watching them. Like, "Hey, no, I'm watching you."
Well, you could do that with your spouse too.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure the other guys at work would find that amusing.
Hmm.
Oh, kids might even put them in each other's lockers. Oh, look, what's that? You're being watched in your locker.
And you said you had a lot of the Dunkin' Donuts, or just a few?
Just a few.
Just a few.
Yep, just a few. So if y'all want them, you better bid it up. I have 6 of the Dunkin'. That's it. I got one box of 6.
They look delicious, but I don't know if they're better than the Knoppers. I would have to try them both to see. The Knoppers are
Well, it's
really.
a totally different sensation. The Knoppers have light, thin wafers and hazelnut. This is, thick, ooey gooey brownie batter. So this is going to be, thick, and this is going to be light. So it's going to be two totally different things. I think this is when you can't get a donut and you want something that rich and filling.
Hmm. The Nopper reminds me of those candies that come in the gold wrapper. I can't think of the name of them, but they have hazelnut in them. Um,
The Ferrero Rocher.
that is that. That's it. It's like having a big one of those because you get
That's a
that.
great comparison. And if anybody likes Ferrero Rocher, I'm going to have some later in the broadcast.
Oh, good. We have Crafty Jen for 3 of your Dunkin' eggs and done. She says.
Okay, let me grab 3. I'm surprised none of the other things on the board interested her. Okay, well, here's 3. We put them in a little sack to keep them together. All right, let's see who wants to get in for second choice. Speak or forever hold your peace. I won't be able to get more of the Dunkin'. They were an after Easter candy I was able to get in on. Anybody else?
Put me down for one of the Dunkins.
All right, here's one for you. Got 2 left.
Jen said she thinks she's already pre-ordered the Knoppers.
She did.
I think
So
I did.
they're in your bin. And Melissa will confirm in chat. So everything that got ordered during the last auction or via email or via the comment section, all of that has already been added to your invoices and put in your bins. So everything else you'll have to bid on at the auction night. All right, well, last call on this. I can't believe I'm going to end with two, but for those people watching me, these are the two left. And of course, the other stuff on the board is also left. All right, let me clear these away and we'll get started with the auction. I'm surprised nobody went for my one little Snickers. For those of y'all watching the replay, I only have one of the Snickers. All right, y'all let me know what you'd like me to get started with. Otherwise, I'm just going to surprise y'all. Okay, let's see, what should we get started with? All right, how about some placemats? These are going to be $5 and you're going to get a set of 4. Look how pretty. Let me back up the camera just a smidge. So I think these would be for summer. They have that kind of beachy pool type effect. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Looking for $5 starting bill.
Wow, that's a deal. So four of them. No, that makes it $1.25 a piece. That is a steal on those.
And these are material. They're not plastic or anything. Y'all are looking for the plastic ones. I will have some at $1 round. Okay, any interest?
Yeah, the colors are pretty.
All right, well, last call then. All right, let me move these aside. We'll have some choice of towels. These towels will be $3 starting bid. All right, here's the first one. Some pretty pink roses.
Oh, precious.
That looks like something that Nancy or Kitty might like, but for some reason I don't see Nancy or Kitty. I'm so surprised that neither of them are here. You might have to send them a little message on the Discord. They might have been taking a Sunday nap and overslept. All right, here's the next one. Look at this pretty teacup. You've got cupcakes and blueberries. Here's the next one. Look at the cafe au lait being swirled in with the heart. It's got some pastries and foods as well. All right, looking for $3 for choice.
The coffee ones would go great with if somebody had their kitchen decorated, with the coffee theme, or even just the black and white theme. I think they would go good.
Absolutely. Or some people will have a little coffee bar or coffee station, and they might want a towel with a coffee theme, or really this one, I think tea as well, because it'd be a teacup rather than a coffee cup. I have a hard time telling tea. My mother used to say tea comes in cups and coffee comes in mugs, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think for some people, you can put tea or coffee in the reverse if they want to.
Yeah. We have Queen Cappy in for 3.
Okay, fantastic. Anybody else? Otherwise, we'll count it down.
Yeah, Melissa, I think so too. I think the artwork is very pretty on it. Melissa thinks the artwork on the middle one, number with the bow, is very pretty.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we'll have a few other options in this coffee series. This is the only one with the flowers in it. Got it from a different place. It was at my local liquidator, surprisingly enough. They
Okay, it's
rarely
sold,
have individual items.
and we sold it to Queen Kathy.
Okay, bravo. Let's see which one are ones and what quantities.
She wants the roses, cafe, and done.
Okay, here's one of the cafe. Here's one of the roses. All right, anybody else? All right, let me move these two to the side and show you what else I have. All right, this one has a whole box of coffee and a cup and swirling heat. This one also has coffee in the background. It's got some beans around the rim. And if you like chocolate covered espresso beans, I'm going to have some later in the show. And pretty little heart being poured in. And then if you like leopard print, look at this teacup, or it could be a coffee cup with a leopard print.
I like the way the one in the middle has the heart. I think that's so pretty.
It is. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I think that baristas that make coffee in those fancy places actually make, shapes and pictures and all like that. I don't know if that's really true or just something they do in the commercials.
I don't know. I'm not a coffee drinker either, but I do like some of the flavored coffee I will drink. But it's more like coffee milk than it is regular coffee.
Um, Kitty's here. We were just saying we were missing you and Nancy.
Yay. Hello, Miss Kitty.
And hi to Mr. Terry if he's watching, and sweet little Wendy if she's sitting on your lap.
We have Queen Kathy in at 3.
Thank you, Kathy. Fair warning. Melissa doing a great job in the chat as always.
Oh, yeah, she's wonderful.
Okay, we are sold to CQ. CQ, which one are ones?
She wants the first coffee one and done.
Now you think it's first from the door? If so, that would be this one. If I'm correct, put a little correct in the chat, Kathy. If not, please correct me. Okay, anybody else in for second choice? Anybody else? You know, you don't have to be from Jersey to go for the animal print. Oh, shout out to Patty Rose. Anytime I talk about Jersey, it always reminds me of her.
Is that where she's from?
She has publicly said that many times, so I'm not doxing her. So,
I
and she told us
know where
many
she lives.
times about going places in her local area. I think she and her husband like to take walks on the boardwalk after church, so they may not quite be home yet.
Queen Kathy said you had the correct one.
Anybody else call on these? All right, let me clear these away.
Kitty says, can I have them all?
Okay. All right. Did you mean all, meaning one of each, or this one in the middle I have two of? So let me know if you meant one of each or actual all, which would be a total of 4. And I did have a round of coffee ones before this as well. So I'll slow down just a second so that we can get it correct on her invoice, whether she wanted 3, meaning one of each, or 4, because I do have the duplicate of this one with a heart. Because apparently coffee is made with love, or maybe decorated with love. I don't know. Is cream considered a decoration? I mean, if you put icing on a cake, it's considered a decoration. So I'm not sure if cream in a coffee is considered a decoration.
I don't know. I never thought about it.
Okay, let's see. And Melissa, if you are speaking Kitty better than I speak Kitty, you let me know, because sometimes it's one of each. All right, so we're going to keep this one. And these 3 we're going to send to Kitty and Terry. Fantastic. All right, next. Now, I always say I don't drink coffee, but I think of this as a milkshake, but I think coffee, some of these are now made in coffee.
Like
can you
iced
see the
coffees.
yes, the ones that were also in the series before you came in is this one that says cafe with the cafe au lait, and there are some food down here. And then I also had this one with the fancy teacup and the bow, the blackberry, the cupcake. These were the ones from the round before that, Kitty. And I have 2 of this one and only 1 of this one. So we'll call this one cafe if you're interested in this one, and we'll call this one tea because no, we'll call it bow because it's the only one with a bow. So if you're interested, bow, and I do have 2 of these, cafe, and I have 1 of those. All right, and now we're going to call this one milkshake, although I think it could really be one of those frappuccino kind of delights. All right, and then we're going to call this one wave because it's got a wave of color. And I know with these folded, y'all can't always, see what they fully look like. But I tried to do my best to give you an idea, but yet still be able to show 3 at a time. And this one To some people, it may be flowers. To others, it may be the mandala art shapes. So $3 for choice on these.
Kitty, are you saying Frappuccino is what that's called, or is that what you're wanting? Oh, well, it,
Oh, you wanted
she
one
said she wants
from
one
for
of
the
each.
kitchen
Is that
round?
the flower ones?
Okay. I think you meant from this round, right? With the bow and the cafe? Are these the other two you want? Okay. Melissa says yes, Belle, because Melissa speaks fluent Kitty. Kitty and her M&M are very close. So
Okay, and
I
now
appreciate
she
that.
has
Thank
she
you.
has she's got a $3 bid in now for this round.
All right. So she might be going for the Frappuccino to go with her coffee collection.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm putting these other two in for you, the um, bow and the cafe. Since Melissa knows that you want those. Thank y'all so much for helping me out. Fair warning. And I do have duplicates of these. So if you're wanting a matching set, I had a mom that always liked a matching set of towels on each side of the stove. So she always bought matching sets. But then eventually one would get dirty and she's like, well, now what am I going to do? And my dad would be like, well, Penny, this is the problem with having to have matching sets. One is going to get dirty or stained.
Okay, we got sold to Kitty.
Do you want to know what his solution when one of them was stained and the other one wasn't?
And what was it?
He'd say, "Oh, I'll just take care of that for you." And she's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" And she's like, and he's like, "Well, I'll use it in my workshop, or I'll use it outside, or I'll use it." He was one of these change his own oil type people, so he'd
Mhm.
always use it for something in what he called his quarters. So eventually we would, see it. It's the kind of towel that I don't know if y'all do this, but down south, so many times there's a towel that you only use for outside or you only use on a car or um, outside work. And it's the kind that you hose off and then put on your chain link fence to let dry before you bring it in to actually wash it. You like pre wash it basically the old fashioned way. So almost always he had some towel drying out there. And it would be so funny because I'd be like, oh no, Daddy, it's raining. Did you leave a towel out? And he's like, we're going to wash it anyway. It'll be an extra washing from God between my washing and the washing machine washing. I'm like, okay, Daddy.
Yeah.
But that's what he would do with the old towel once it was too stained to be used in the kitchen. It would get downgraded to outside use only.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Mr. Terry Bear, hello, hello. All right. Did we
Hello,
find
Mr. T.
out which one Kitty wanted, Melissa? And what quantity? I'm so glad you're here, Mr. Terry. Now, I think she had said the Frappuccino earlier, but sometimes people will change their mind. And even so, we'd need to know one or both. And she might want to add some of the other choices as well. So I just want to check. Then we'll open it up to the chat. I just think the colors in this one are so pretty. It seems like no matter what color your kitchen is, this is going to go with it. Or if you're bringing a towel for like a hostess gift, this would be a great one because no matter what color the person's kitchen, it would automatically go with their kitchen. Also, when I go over to like a barbecue or a grill, I also will bring a towel as the host or hostess gift. Because even outside, people can use an extra towel when they're grilling or barbecuing.
She would like the coffee drink and the flowers, please.
All right. Did you want just one of each? All right. Here's these two for Kitty. If you wanted more than one, let me know. But since the quantities on the other were just one, that's what I was thinking. But I never want to assume. And then after we have the official quantity from Kitty, we're going to open this to chat. This is my very last of what she's calling the Frappuccino. So I'm going with Kitty's name because, she's much better with her terms than I am. Frappuccino, we'll call this one the Wave, and we'll call this one the Flowers. Anybody else? Oh, good for you, Mr. Terry. If these aside, I'll show y'all a few other choices. Okay, next we have Tree of Life. It's on a black background. And you can see here it says laugh every day. But let me open this one up because I want y'all to see the full message and then I'll fold it so I can get more in. But it actually says live every moment, laugh every day, and love beyond words. But
Thank
let
you,
me fold
Kitty.
it back up so I can fit a bunch on the screen. But I just love that sentiment. And you don't often see towels with a black background. I really think this one could even be a bathroom towel if you wanted it to be. All right, next, I only have one of this one. It too is what I'm going to have to open up to show you. It is this black cat with a cup of coffee. But the full words of it are fueled by coffee.
He doesn't look like he's very happy. He must have got that must be his first cup of coffee.
Okay. Next, here's a pretty one with a horse.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I'm going to try to squeeze four on just because I have four left to show y'all. Normally, I try to only show three at a time. But it's this pretty peacock.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful?
So those are the last four choices. Remember, this black cat is a one and done. Looking for $3 starting deal. We're going twice. And Lynette is going to have a very generous giveaway. She just messaged me in private chat. And we're going to do it right after this round when y'all get through picking. and she's going to
Yes, I'm
tell you
excited.
all about how it works.
I'm excited. And we have sold to Kitty. And she says, "How many kitties do you have?"
Just one. So let me, I have two of the Live, Laugh, Love with the Tree of Life. I have just one kitty. I have two horses, and I have two peacocks. That's my quantity. In fact, I will show y'all so that y'all can see. Oops, accidentally nudged my camera. All right, this is what I have. So just one kitty, and he's fueled by coffee, or it could be she.
Terry says he has 4 kitties.
Congratulations. Melissa
Kitty,
has.
Kitty just put in a dot, so I don't know. That means she just wants the one.
Oh, it might be a typo. I'm sure she will come back with the number.
Okay.
We'll just give her a second or two, and then we'll open it up to the chat after. So we'll call this one tree, we'll call this one horse, and we'll call this one peacock. And for everybody who's on the Discord, you've gotten a chance to see Melissa's 3 cats. She even posted pictures of her sister's cats.
She said she would like 1 peacock for herself and 1 kitty to M&M and done. Oh, that was so sweet.
Okay. All right.
Very
Yay!
nice.
Gift alert! Gift alert!
Yeah.
All right, so I've just got one peacock left. I've got two of these majestic horses and two of the Live, Laugh, Love. All right, anybody else? And for those of y'all who may not know Melissa well, if ever there were a person who really were fueled by coffee, it really is Melissa. Oh.
That's funny.
Although with Jen talking about Duncan, I'm wondering if maybe she's fueled by coffee too.
I'm anxious to try the Dunkin'.
I'm probably fueled by either flavored water, juice, or occasionally when I let myself a little bit of Dr. Pepper or Pepsi.
Oh, wow. I'm Coke
But I try
Zero.
not to have too much caffeine because I feel naughty about it. So, but it
Well,
does
I'm a
have a
Coke
nice
Zero person.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me clear these away. And while I'm clearing these away, I'm going to make Lynette big, and she's going to explain her giveaway and how it works and what y'all need to do to win.
Okay, so with the theme of the kitchen towels out, of the first person who can put in chat what my kitchen is done in, you'll win one of Bill's grab bags. So if y'all can put in your answers, and the first one that gets it, I'll let you know. Well, Melissa, you've already got it.
Oh, see, y'all should have guessed quicker.
Yep. Y'all
Well,
know
tell us
Melissa
all
knows
about
me.
it. Tell us all about it. Is it the color of the walls? Is it a wallpaper? Is it tablecloths and napkins? And tell us what all is in the peacock in your kitchen. God, tell
I
us the
have
rest of the
a
story.
I have a dishwasher cover that's in peacocks, a cover mat that goes over my stove that's got peacocks. I have hand towels, pictures. In my everything is peacock. If it's not a peacock on it, it's got a peacock color to it.
See, yet another reason we need to get you on Discord so we can see what a peacock is like. Because now I am dying to see. After seeing Melissa's Apple Kitchen, with the last name like Macintosh, of course she has an Apple Kitchen.
Mm.
I can't wait to see yours. Well, congratulations to Melissa. Next time, Lynette will have to question harder.
Yeah, I should have
But
made
I
that
love that we're
reminder.
getting to know. I love that we're getting to know Lynette more. So the longer she co-hosts, we'll have to find out more fun things about. Well, that's a great segue into the mystery. I have some that are going to be snacks. This one has a snack theme, but it is not edible. And also for this $2 one, it's not one thing in it, it's for choice, and you're going to get to pick two of the choices for your $2. So I'll lay out the choices and you will pick two for your $2, if that makes sense.
And Melissa wants to gift it to Kitty.
Aw, so sweet.
Very sweet.
Well, this is definitely something that Katie's going to like. Although it's something Melissa would like, it's something that most of y'all would like. It's a very practical item, but it does have a snack theme to it. The
Wow.
hint is something you could use in your office, your desk, or your purse. Not edible. And you get to pick two.
Hmm.
Why am I not seeing twos? It's not one thing for $2. You're going to get two of the things, and it's for choice. I thought everybody would be in for two on this.
Well, I think maybe they thought that was Melissa's prize that you had up there, not that you weren't selling them
Well,
yet.
it will be Melissa's prize, but Melissa gives the prize to Kitty. So once I show it, Kitty will look at the choices and pick which two will be in her surprise bag, although she may end up wanting some for her grandkids as well. Keep in
Yeah.
mind, once I reveal it, it'll cost you $3 on a regret buy. I'm so
Yeah.
surprised we're not doing Voodoo Mama Tina. Somebody might have
Kitty,
to
that
message
is
her
so
on.
sweet.
She's usually here.
Kitty said to gift me her peacock towel. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much.
Aw,
Such a sweet person. Thank you.
nobody's in on this one. We just have everybody gifting everything to everybody today.
I know it's such a sweet person she is. Not bad. A choice of two, a $2 gift bag.
All right, I tell you what. I've also have two edible choices. This one and this one are edible. Would y'all prefer a $2 edible snack?
Kitty said to give two for Melissa.
We're just going to do them all because that seems to be the only way to get any interest. So now put in your $2 and you can choose. I guess I need to put a number on them. You can choose number one, number two, or number three. Do y'all remember that old show with Wayne Brady as the host let's make a deal. And they would have three doors, and people would say, do you want door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3?
Well, Kitty bought one and gifted it to Melissa. So
Okay.
she did too. Terry said, what's in there?
Well, only if they're chosen do they get revealed. The one in the center is non-edible, and you get a choice of 2 of the options inside. 1 and 3 are edible. They're snacks. Delicious snacks. All right, so I guess those who have won prizes or those who have been gifted are going to need to tell me if you want bag number 1, bag number 2, or bag number 3. All right, Kitty's going to go with bag number 2, unless she means 2. I'm not sure if 2 is the price or okay.
Janice
is writing this in a great fashion because Janice is bidding $2 and she wants bag number 1. Bravo, Janice, on your clarity. I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And number 3, she would like 1 and 3.
Okay, she's getting both of the snacks. Yay. And remember, if you don't get in on these, you can buy them after. It's just going to cost you an extra $1. That's the regret pricing. So, all right. Well, Melissa's about to put in the stop signs.
And Melissa would like number 2 for herself.
Okay.
So Melissa gets 2, right? The one that she won and the one that Kitty gifted her.
Okay. On the gifted one, does she need to pick ahead or as part of the gift? Can she pick after the reveal?
I'll let that be her choice.
Okay. So it seems like that would be an extra fun aspect to winning is getting to pick after seeing since nobody else gets to pick after. But either way y'all want to run it. All right. Well, Janice gets 1 and 3. Let me show. Hello, Teresa.
Hello, Teresa.
I'm so glad you were here. We've been missing you. Oh, wait. What? I thought Kitty was in for number 2. All right. Let's double check before I start showing them because once I show them, then it's a done deal. For some reason, I thought Kitty was in for bag number 2. Let me slow my roll and double check with Melissa.
She said 2. She said 2, but we weren't for sure if it meant she wanted a gift bag or if she wanted number 2.
Melissa, help us out.
She wants number 2.
Number 2. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. Here we go with the reveals. So Janice was in for number 1. We know this is a snack. Her snack is brain freeze. Freeze dried candy rainbow crunch.
Oh, those are so good.
So good. So if anybody has regrets, the regret price is $1 extra because you've already seen it. So always better and money saving to just buy it blind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. She also. Oh, prayers for you, sweetheart. All right. In bag number 3, we have Tic Tac Chewy Sour Adventure. Crunchy on the outside, chewy on the inside. And the flavors it includes are cherry, lemon, orange, apple, and grape.
Two great choices. I love both of them.
Oh, and Teresa, because you've been sick, I have carried over your total a couple of times, but you do still have a box with me. I have those two hat holders so that you bought. So I didn't want you to think I'd forgotten. I just didn't want to pressure you for payment when you were so sick. And I thought you might want to add to it when you were feeling better. Okay, now I'm going to show you the choices. You're going to get to pick two of these choices. They're not edible, but you can see these are food themed. The first is a pen that looks like French fries, or a pen that looks like a avocado, or your third choice is a pen that looks like a lollipop. So these are your three choices. You get to pick two of the three. So those of y'all that were in on bag number two, let me know which two of the three you would like. And then we'll be at the top of the hour. We'll have another dollar round.
Melissa would like the fries and the avocado.
Okay, here's fries and avocado for Melissa. Thank you, thank you. All right, who else? I think Kitty was a number two, right?
Yes, we're waiting on Kitty.
Okay.
Kitty would like two lollies, please.
Okay. Here we go. Two lollipops. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lolly, lolly. Okay. All right. And if anybody wanted to get in for a regret purchase, then let us know. All right. Otherwise, we are going to go for our next
No,
$1.
Melissa. Melissa has to pick her gift, her prize, which one she wanted.
Okay. I thought she picked the fries and the
No, Kitty
avocado.
gifted her that one. Kitty
Oh,
gifted
okay.
her. That was the one Kitty gifted her. So she still needs to pick the prize she won.
Please, please, please pick.
Oh, she said no, she gifted the pens to Kitty. Okay. So we're done.
All right. Well, let me show y'all the next dollar round. So I don't know if y'all ever have guilt about mashed potatoes because you're thinking it's just carbs. I found these mashed potatoes that have protein in them, buttery home style. They're by Idahoan, and they have 6 grams of protein. And here's the date,
Hello, Miss
October.
Nancy.
Hello, Nancy. We mentioned you earlier when we were showing some towels because we were missing you. I'm so glad you're here now. Here's the next one. This is a special lollipop that has a cross on it and says Jesus lives. That's the next option. I have a bag of bubble gum. I have milkshake straws, and you'll see these are the extra thick ones. Also, they'll use these straws for boba tea. Also, let's see if I can squeeze something else in here. I have some Pioneer pork gravy, and the date on this one is November 2nd, so plenty of time.
That's actually pretty good. I've used it.
Oh, good. And you don't have to put it on pork. You can put it on potatoes, which is one of the reasons why I'm showing it next to the potatoes. Or if you can put it on French fries or anything else. I even like it on rice.
It is good.
Oh, you had a church cookout. Fun. I love those after church dinners. All right. Anybody for $1? Oh, and you know what else I need to throw out here is, because these were requested the other night, is I do still have a few of the only bars. I have the only bars in cashew, cherry, and dark chocolate. And the only bars in peanut butter with dark chocolate.
We have Kitty in for one.
I also have just one York. And I have some cinnamon toast crunch bars, which is very much like a Rice Krispie treat in terms of lightness. But these have cinnamon and sugar and really do taste like cinnamon toast.
We have Terry in for one.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Nancy. I don't know if you heard me a while ago, but hello, I'm glad you're here.
Yes, we are. I also have this little basting brush. I'm going to add this. Here is the top that goes over your straw when you have one of those adult sippy cups or one of those tall cups with straws. So it has a cute little animal paw print on it, but it's new and sealed. I'm going to put that out here as a choice as well.
We have Doria in for one. She's got 125.
Oh, yay, Doria's here.
Kitty's out.
So glad you're here, Doria.
Yes. Hello, Miss Doria.
Fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Doria. Let's see which one she wants. And y'all don't forget to give the quantity and then put done.
Doria says she would like the brush, the cross card,
All right, that one's been done.
both the one only bars.
Okay, wait. On the cross, did you want one or both? I have two of the crosses. We got to go through each item one by one and to make sure we have the right item and the right quantity. If you'd be so kind as to help me with that.
Bless you.
Thank you. So on the cross card, Doria, one or both?
She would like both crosses.
All right, so one and two. All right, what was the next item?
Both of the only bars.
All right, I do have multiples. Did you want just one of each bar or did you need multiples? Let me know in the quantity, pretty please. Oh, thank you, Teresa.
She just said both again. I don't know. No.
Did you mean just one of each or two of each, six of each? Just let us know how many of each. If you could phrase it that way, that would help me so much.
She said multiply.
Okay, multiply by what number? How many bars do you have total? I think I have 8 of the cashew cherry with dark chocolate, and I want to say I have maybe 14 of the peanut butter.
She would like two of each.
2 of each. Okay, perfect.
And then let me go see what she said.
All right, and then did she also say something on the top row?
She
Remind
wants
me.
the cat top. The
I think
top
she means this one,
top.
right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right. Is she done or done?
And she said she was done.
Okay. All right. Who had the bid before her?
I think it was Kitty.
All right. So Kitty will pick next. Let's see what we could get for Miss Kitty. Thank you so much, Doria. All right, Miss Kitty, you ready to pick? Oh, Kitty. While we're waiting for Kitty, this is a great time for y'all to go ahead and click the thumbs up, pretty please. Also, make sure you're in live chat, not that top chat, which will deceive you into thinking your own chat is at the top. And also make sure that little red line at the bottom of the screen is pulled all the way forward. Sometimes it will look like it's all the way forward, but there's just the tiniest little millimeter of space in between. And that millimeter makes you like 30 seconds behind. So if y'all would check all those things.
Kitty would like 3 of the potatoes, and she says she's done.
Right, here's 3 potatoes for you. And I won't be able to get the potatoes again. They were a one-time buy. So when I sell out of the potatoes, that is it. And I only have 3 of the potatoes left. Okay, no worries, Mr. Terry, if you retract it. The only time you can retract is during an auction, so this is the time to do it. No worries. All right, anybody else from what's left? We still have the buttery homestyle mashed potatoes with protein, the Pioneer pork gravy, which makes 2 entire cups, an entire bag of bubble gum, the thicker straws called milkshake straws, but you can also use them in boba tea, cinnamon toast crunch bars, 2 types of only bars. They are nut bars though, and I have just 1 peppermint York.
Okay, Teresa would like 2 of the gravies, please.
Well, I only have
And
one,
she's done.
but I will
You
sell
only
you the
have
one.
one.
I only have one. I'm sorry. All right. Anybody else?
I would like 2 of your cinnamon toast crunch
Okay.
and your York peppermint patty.
All right. Oops, oops.
And I'll take the last 3 of your buttery potatoes if no one else was wanting them.
All right. Here's the last 2, and the one on display makes 3.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Anybody else? All right. Last call on these. All right. Let me move these to the side. Still great stuff coming up. If there are particular things you're waiting to see, let me know. Next, I want to show y'all something brand new, something I've never shown before. Another way of sharing some of my local culture and cuisine. Now, I know if Jane were here, she'd say, show them beignets. Well, beignets are not shelf stable. Those are Jane's favorite. But something I am able to show you are croissants. I found some croissants that are shelf stable. You'll see these have a date of October. So these are going to be $3 choice, and they're a big size. They're a very big size. Big, well, it is because they are filled. This first one is filled with vanilla. So it's kind of like the croissant version of like a Boston cream pie. All
Hi,
right,
Miss
next.
Lori.
Oh, hi, Laurie. Next, we have a croissant, and this one is filled with strawberry and vanilla flavoring. And last but not least, we have croissant filled with a cocoa filling. Oh, wait, something's wrong. Let me figure out what's wrong here. Unless you know, Lynette. Do you know what's wrong?
I have no idea.
All right. What are the only bars made of? Let me grab them and read to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Okay.
missed that.
That's okay. That's why I have a co-host. It takes all of us to see all of the messages. Okay, this first one is made of cashews, cherry with dark chocolate. It is a fruit and nut bar, and the number one ingredient is cashews, and they are gluten free. All right. The second option is the peanut butter with dark chocolate. It's also a nut bar. No fruit in this one. And the number one ingredient is peanuts. It's also gluten free. And Lynette, have you tried these? Can you maybe answer any of Nancy's questions? I'm allergic to nuts, so therefore I can't try these. But if you've tasted these and you know of these, help me out.
The only bars, oh, I loved them. I tried them like the last time you had them. I bought one
Uh-huh.
of each, and I sat down, and they are delicious.
Oh, good.
I liked them both, so I reordered them this time.
I'm so glad. All right. I hope that answers everybody's questions. All right. So next, I have these shelf-stable croissants. They have a date of her on them, and they're big, huge size. Because here's my hand. Here's the size of the croissant, and so I've got three different fillings. Melissa, the choice of fillings is vanilla, strawberry vanilla, or cocoa filling. All right, we'll
Um,
get two of those cherry cashew to you, Nancy. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And Nancy, double check that your line is pulled all the way forward and you're in live chat. You are so important to us. We want you to be right with us. Love you. So, anybody want to have a New Orleans style breakfast with these croissants? If you don't want to drive, it's great to have a shelf stable. Kitty's in for three, looking for 325.
yes.
And these are nice and soft. They're not hard. They're not chewy. They're not crusty. Nice and soft.
Have you had them, Bill? Have you ate
Have.
one?
I have had them. Yes. There are no nuts here, so I was able to try them. And that's how I know that they're soft. Because I was wondering if, some French pastries are kind of hard and crusty, but these are soft and delicious. Lots of filling in there.
Okay.
Eaten the whole thing, but I push myself. So if you had a spouse or a child, you could easily cut it in half and y'all each have breakfast or each have an afternoon treat. Used to be great if you have little tea parties in the afternoon as well. They literally look this pretty inside. But I've started researching things that I could sell that are sweet and delicious, but not chocolate or gummy. I did post a poll to see if y'all wanted to continue having the snack sale. And I thought, well, if people want to continue, I need to find ways that I can still sell some sweets that wouldn't be so hard in the mailing because I don't think cargo planes are air conditioned. And I know the mail trucks aren't air conditioned because they don't even have windows.
Well, we're sold to Kitty for three. Mhm.
All right, vanilla strawberry, or cocoa. I started to just show y'all the basic vanilla, but then I thought, well, maybe I should show the other flavors too.
The
And then I
vanilla
thought, well,
strawberry looks good.
I debated between showing y'all all the flavors or getting y'all started on one flavor and then adding new flavors each week. But these were just so delicious that I thought I got to show them all the flavors. It's like having a little patisserie in the kitchen. Oh, no problems at all, Nancy.
Kitty would like one of each, except she would like two cocos.
Okay, sounds good. Anybody else? Laurie's also going to go for one of each, and
Yes.
she's done. Okay. And that's high praise because Laurie could just drive down to her donut shop, which around here, all donut shops also have croissant. So, anybody else? All right, last call on these then. Okay. All right. Next, here is a new food that I've never had before. It is a trail mix. It's a mountain blend. It's going to be $3. And what's in it are sunflower seeds, peanuts, raisins, cashews, almonds, pepitas, and dried cranberries.
That looks delicious.
Thank you. I'm also going to add this similar one. This one's called Maple Nut Goodies. It has crunchy butter, toffee, peanuts with maple coating. I only have one of those left.
Oh, those
Oh,
maple nut goodies are so good.
oh, are they? Good to
I
know. I love
love
it when
them.
y'all test things that I love it when y'all taste things that I can't taste. That's so helpful. And I got one more little spot here, so I'm going to put on some peanut butter flips, which are peanut butter covered pretzels.
Kitty asked what was in the mountains again.
Okay, let me show it to you. It is a combination of sunflower seeds, peanuts, raisins, cashews, almonds, pepitas, and dried cranberries. Oh, and I should say, if anybody needs just a bag of the craisins dried cranberries, I can get those too. Just put order $3 cranberry in. I meant to get one of those just to show y'all. Most of y'all have had those before and know what they look like.
Hello, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. All right. Any interest? No nut lovers? Okay, we will move these to the side. Next, at only the $2 price point, I have freeze dried fruit strawberries. I also have this brand of freeze dried strawberries. I have Good and Plenty, which is a licorice candy. So 3 options at the $2 price point. Well, I take it back. I'm also going to put out Cliff Bars. In Cliff Bars, I have Cool Mint chocolate and I have chocolate chip. So let me add these in as well. All right, so now you'll have 5 options. Looking for $2.
We have Carrie in it too. Hello.
Carrie, I'm so
I
glad you're
didn't, I didn't see her come in. Welcome.
I didn't either. Yay. And for any of y'all looking for bargains on food, after having to cancel my snack sale last week, I did have quite a few things that reached their expiration date. So make sure to tune in to Monday's auction. I've got chocolate, I've got salty snacks, I have scalloped potatoes, I have all kinds of things that just barely, cereal that just barely reached their expiration date. Well, it's not really expiration, it's Best Buy. Best Buy date. Because food doesn't expire date. So all of that will be at Monday's auction. It'll be in the shame portion. So when y'all are ready for it, y'all just ask about the shame food. Although, really, the only shame is paying some of the prices grocery stores and organic stores are asking for. All right, let's see which one and what quantities. That's everybody congratulate Carrie.
She says she will try the freeze dried strawberries, one of each, and done.
Okay, let me grab one of those. Oh, wait a second. I made a mistake. Let me get back. I thought I thought they were all strawberries. So I went to grab a duplicate and I realized this one is strawberry and banana. So let me now dox myself and say if you'd rather the strawberry banana instead, you can get that. So, and I'm just going to dox what I have too. I have 2 of the strawberry and 2 of the strawberry banana. I thought they were all the same. They're not. So I know that she wants this one. But now that you've seen that I have both strawberry and strawberry banana, which do you prefer?
Okay.
Oh, Doria says, I went to a local farmer's market and 1 tomato was going for $6. That's crazy.
That is.
That is crazy. That is crazy. I keep being tempted to drive through McDonald's because I hear that they have $1 cones now. The problem is trying to drive and have a cone at the same time. I don't know why they couldn't just put it in a small container. Would they hate me if I said I want the cone, but I'm scared of spilling it all over my clothes and put it in a container? Okay, so she's going to go for the strawberry banana. So you're going for these 2. Is that right, Carrie? I just want to make sure. Okay, and you wanted just one of each, right? Let me confirm with Carrie, and then we'll open this up to the chat. Okay, so these two, one of each of these two. Okay.
Doria says, "Do you have any cooking magazines?"
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know, I almost forgot to get those out. Let me put some
And,
stuff on
and
the board, and I will let Lynette sell it while I go grab the cookbooks.
Carrie said that she was done. Let's see. Carrie said yes and thank you. She was done. And then
Okay.
Kitty would like a strawberry banana and strawberry, one of each.
All right. Here's one of each. I thought Kitty was going to want the licorice because she tends to like that black licorice. Okay. Anybody for the Cliff Bars, the one strawberry, or the Good and Plenty?
I'll try the strawberry if no one
Okay.
else is eating it.
Sold, sold, sold. All right. Last call. All right. Let me move these aside. And I'm going to put out the tappies, and I'm going to let Lynette sell them while I go grab the cookbooks. All right. So $3 for choice. The first choice is hot cocoa. Second choice is cotton candy. Third choice is vanilla peanut butter. Next choice is maple. And last choice is strawberry banana. So looking for $3.
And do you have
And
multiples?
yes.
Okay.
Well, I only have one of the vanilla peanut butter, but the others I have multiples.
Okay. We have a starting bid of $3, correct? We have Nancy in for 3. We're looking for 325. Anybody? Oh, you're welcome, Nancy. I have sold to Nancy. Which ones would you like, Nancy? Yes, Abby, she has multiples of every one of them except the vanilla. Okay, Nancy would like one cocoa, one vanilla peanut butter, and done.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry it took me a few minutes to get to those, but I am ready for this. All right.
Okay.
Could you tell me one more time, please?
Yes, Nancy would like one of the hot cocoa
All right, here we go.
and one of the vanilla peanut butter.
Okay.
Welcome in,
All right.
Diane.
Diane, we've been missing you. I'm so glad you were here. All Thursday, I kept saying, "Where's Diane? Where's Diane?" Just like all day today, I've been like, "Where's Tina? Where's Tina?" Actually, both Tinas. Okay, who else wants some delicious taffy? We still have hot
Yep.
cocoa, cotton candy, maple, and strawberry banana, which is a summer flavor. And I love seeing the names in green. That makes me so happy. All right, last call on these. All right. Well, let me show y'all some cookies next. Melissa, we're going to start these at $3. Okay, here's the first one, clean and healthy. Maybe. It says recipes for healthy living.
Kitty said she'd be right back. Okay. Abby
Oh,
has just come in. She wants some of the taffy, if we can
okay.
still do it. She would like a
Yes,
hot
yes, yes.
cocoa and a strawberry banana.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Abby.
Just one of each, or did you need multiples?
She said one of each and done.
One of each. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. See if I can get glare off of this one. So that's our first one, clean and healthy, made easy. We'll call that one clean for short. Then next, I have healthy Mediterranean cooking, made simple. Another healthy one. We'll call that one Mediterranean. Next, I have comfort foods, made simple. We'll call that one comfort. Comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. All right, here's the next one, pies, made simple. Then I have top secret recipes. Recipes of what? Well, of sodas, smoothies, spirits, and shakes. Creating cool kitchen clones of America's favorite name brand drinks. Sunny Delight, Starbucks Frappuccino, 7 Up, Arby's, Jamocha Shake, Planet Hollywood Terminator, Wendy's Frosty, McDonald's Shamrock Shake, Yoo-Hoo chocolate drink. On the back, it also says Nestea Cinnabon, Jamba Juice, Orange Julius, Red Robin Jamaican Shake, Sonic Drive-In Cream Pie Shakes, Dairy Queen Blizzards, Chevy's, 7 Up, 7-Eleven Cherry Slurpee. So all of those drinks, and look how thick it is, super thick. All right, anybody for 3? Try try to give y'all a variety of the healthy stuff, the comforting stuff, desserts, beverages. And in 15 minutes, we'll have another dollar round. Any interest on any of the cookbooks? Did we lose Doria? Is Doria still here? I have a couple others, but if she somehow lost connection, I'll wait till she comes back because I want to honor her request. Oh, Doria. Or anybody else who might be interested. If not, we can go to something else. All right, well, last call on these then.
She says she's here, Doria.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe they just weren't talking right. Yeah, that's okay. There's never any pressure to buy. I always want to make sure that there's no pressure to buy. Next item, $2 starting bid for choice. I have beverages. First off, we have by Canada Dry a cranberry ginger ale. And date on this one is October. No worries at all. Next, we have a lemonade drink mix. All right, $2 for choice. What were you looking for? For some reason, I was thinking healthy cooking was what you were interested in, but I could be wrong. And I have to tell y'all, these ginger ales I think are so great when your stomach is a little upset. Because it seems like when my stomach is upset, I'll have just some, well, we call everything down here a Coke, but I technically prefer Dr. Pepper or Pepsi. But when I don't have those, I think the best thing is some kind of ginger ale. And I love that this ginger ale just works by dumping it in a bottle of water.
Okay.
I also find the lemonade so refreshing in the summer. So I do want to point out, though, that the ginger ale is sugar free, but some people might like sugar free.
What's the sugar intake on them, Doria says?
Well, sugar free, I think zero, right? I mean, let's
Yes,
turn
I
it
don't think there
over.
has any sugar.
So total sugar is zero. Let me look on the lemonade. Total sugar is also zero. Any interest on these?
Doria says she likes the other magazines like the Better Home and Garden, Eating Well magazine, and Pioneer Woman magazines.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open for those. All right. Any interest in the drinks? All right, well, we'll pass on these then. All right, next, how about some cookies? These are going to be five for choice because they are big family packs. So the first is a case of 10. In this case of 10, you're going to get two that are filled with strawberry creme, two that are filled with vanilla creme, two that are filled with banana creme, two filled with orange creme, and two that are vanilla cookies with the vanilla creme. And even though I sell those on a regular basis, I did get one specialty box. Here is the specialty box that I have. I only have one. I don't think that I can get more. It just says assorted cookies. And the date on it is February of 2027. So these are your two choices at the $5 price point. Who's up for $5 for some fancy cookies? And then in 7 minutes, we'll have another $1 round. Any cookie lovers out there? I don't know why, but this just looks like something Teresa would like. Maybe I'm wrong. Kind of looks like something Craig would like too. This is a great time to remind everybody to make sure you click the thumbs up and make sure you're in live chat, not talk chat, and that your little red line is pulled all the way forward. All right, last call on these cookies then. All right, let me move these to the side. Well, if you didn't need a package this big and you would prefer a smaller package at a smaller price, the next cookies will be $3 for choice. The first choice is fudge covered cookies filled with peanut butter spread and made of real peanuts. Oh, and Minnie's cookies are testimonial. I appreciate that. And the other cookie is a favorite. I was hoping Sandy would be here to tell you. I tried to Discord message her that I got more of these in, but I'm not sure she read my Discord message. These are cookies and cream flavored, and they're wafers. So for people who like the Knoppers, a lot of people who are Knoppers fans have been fans of these Lito cookies and cream wafers. And it's a much bigger package than just a single Knopper. All right, who's in for $3 for either of these choices? Anybody for three?
Bathroom. It's the third call I picked up.
Any interest? All right, last call on these cookies. All right. Well, once again, thank y'all for watching. And if you like knoppers, think again about these cookies and cream. All right. Next, I've got moon pies, a favorite of New Orleans. Um, Once again, they have come out with the blueberry for spring and summer. So this is what the blueberry look like. I think Laurie has tried these. Maybe she can tell you in the chat what they taste like. I do also have the classics, which are chocolate covered, and even in the summer, I can still mail those out. And the banana. So y'all make sure and let me know which flavor and what quantity. $3 starting bid for choice. Blueberry, chocolate, or banana. Oh, yay, Kitty's back. Good, good. Missed a few cookies inside. But now we're doing moon pies, Kitty. Choice of blueberry, chocolate, or banana.
I love a good banana moon pie.
Oh, good to know. Well, I have chocolate and banana all year long, and then I try to get the seasonal ones when they come out. Fall has special seasons, and right now the current season is blueberry.
Kitty's in for three. And Lori said she loves
Oh,
the blueberry moon pies. The coating on the outside is a good flavor, and it's one of her favorite moon pies. And she prefers hers cold in the fridge. I've never tried it that way, but Lori, I believe I'm going to try it.
that's an excellent idea for summer. Jane usually tells people to microwave them for about 3 or 4 seconds. So I always tell people try it every way. Try it straight from the box, try it in the microwave, try it in the freezer, and then you'll know for sure which way you like. And it could be that you like different ways in different seasons, that you just want something cold for summer, but you want something warm for winter. Blueberry moon pie. I don't know if that's the right song, but I was thinking you were going with the tune of Blueberry Hill.
Hmm.
Can you find your blueberry on Blueberry Hill? Your blueberry moon pie, that is. She found her blueberry on Blueberry Hill. I don't know. I'm guessing, Kenny. Sometimes you got to give me a clue about the tune. Oh, look, Laurie is saying we give these out for trick or treat for Halloween. I think she might mean the pumpkin or the what's the other fall flavor? Pumpkin and I want to say caramel.
I don't know, but they'll have the mini moon pies. I've seen them give those out in different flavors a lot. Um,
And they throw them at Mardi Gras parades too.
Hello, Azcats. How are you doing?
Hey, Sue, I'm so glad you're here.
Um, Kitty said she would like three of your chocolate, and she's done.
Okay, I'm glad I just got another case then. That works out perfectly. All right. So I
Lori,
still have more chocolate. Anybody want to go for blueberry? And I still also have the.
Lori said she likes all the flavors. Well, she gives all the flavors out, rather. I bet those are some happy trick or treaters.
Well, and I think too, if they didn't get a chance necessarily to eat dinner before the long walk, it's something that they can eat that's a little more substantial than candy when they're going house to house. But Laurie's late husband loved Halloween, and they would put on a big spread in their neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
So Halloween was his favorite holiday, and then Mardi Gras second. So of course she embraced that too, being his loving wife. All right, anybody else for moon pies? All right, well next we're going to go to the $1 round. Move back the camera. If y'all missed either of the other $1 rounds, there are still a few items left. Okay, I'm going to start with some big square paper plates. These could also be used as platters because they are large. They are 9 by 9 inches. I also have this one that says spring. The spring one is a one and done. Only have one of spring. Then I have this one with the pretty florals. No, 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 don't fall off. No, no, no. Can we negotiate? You stay there now. All right. Then I've got this one with the birds. I only have one of this one with the birds. Come on now, y'all. If you graduation, there's grad. You did. And last but not least, if y'all are just saying these plates are just too big, they're just too big. They're more of a platter. All right. I have the smaller size plates. This one says let's roll. And if you just
Yeah.
need a grim, boring, everyday black plate, I have that as well. So
We
there's
have
your
kid
two little
number
rounds.
one.
All right. Thank you, Kitty. So some of these are one and done. Some of these have more. And some of these you could just use for any night of the week. Some of these you could use for birthday parties, graduation parties, just because you don't want to do dishes. Make a little snack platter for while you're watching auctions. A little charcuterie, vegetable tray. Everything always seems more appetizing when you make it on a little tray.
It's
Very
it's $1.
I wonder what she'll choose.
She would like
Many
all flowers,
all plates with flowers. So
one
I'm
each
guessing
and
she
done.
means these two.
Well, she wants one of each one of them. She wants the
Oh,
make
oh,
the
oh,
one
oh.
on the bottom, that one, and the one on the bottom.
All right, these two. Well, I guess this one has flowers in the back of the truck. Maybe these three. Although I do have two of the one in the middle. Let me see if I got any of this right. You correct me, Kitty, and Melissa, help me out because a lot of times you speak Kitty better than anybody else. Oh. Remember, these are big 9 by 9 plates. I guess I could swim back here since I still wanted this one. Yes.
She said,
All right.
yes,
These
I'm right.
two go into Kitty. All right. We'll put these two over here. All right.
Thank you,
Who
Kitty.
else? Who else? All right. This one back here with the flowers is now a one and done. The others, I do have a few multiples. Whew. Okay. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Anybody else? I thought everybody was going to want the smaller ones, just either for portion control or because they'll go with everything. Just shows I can never pick.
I like the larger ones myself because you like if you have game night, you can put all your little snacks on there and everywhere enough for everybody to have some.
Oh, that's a good point. I love that.
Kitty, I use a lot of paper plates too. I go through a lot. And it's just me and my husband, and I still go through a lot.
Okay, let me clear these away. I do too. This is how I pay for my paper plates is by selling y'all a few. It pays for the ones that I do. All right, next. Does anybody like Hawaiian bread? Lynette, have you ever tried Hawaiian bread?
Yes, I have. I make sliders with it.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I recently found out that they are taking Hawaiian and they're making a stuffing mix out of it. And I thought if I was
Oh,
so delighted with it, that y'all might be delighted with it too. So I got both flavors. We're going to start these at $2. You can make these in just 5 minutes. And here's the choices. I make mine in the microwave, but you can make it in a stovetop if you want to. And I even leave out the butter to make mine healthier, and it's still delicious. They do tell you to put in butter. I just don't do that because I'm not buying butter just to make stuff. So the choices are sage and onion or classic herbs and spices.
I have never seen those.
Well, that's why I try to bring a lot of specialty items. Is you're only a couple of hours from me, so if you've never seen them, how many other parts of the country have never seen them either?
And you've tried them, Bill?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. These, everything that I can try, I do try. And to
Mhm.
me, these are so much better than stovetop. I don't want to put down the stovetop because if anybody was going to grab out, wait, I like stovetop, then I'm also offered the stovetop. So if you want the
What's the
stovetop,
starting
I
bid on
do
them?
have $2.
What's your
And
starting?
also, I'm going to add one of $2. And also, I'm going
Okay.
to add one more option here. It is cheddar broccoli rice. Well, technically, rice and vermicelli. So I'm going to now make it four choices. So you got, I'll put the two Hawaiians together. The two Hawaiians, the stovetop, and the cheddar broccoli rice. $2 starting bid for choice. $2.
Oh, Carrie, I bet those are good. I'm gonna have to look for those. She got some Hawaiian pretzel bites.
Ooh, I
She
bet
said
I
they're
would
good.
like those too. I tend to like everything Hawaiian. Hawaiian has just this little touch of sweetness in it.
Did you have a favorite in the Hawaiian stuffing mix, or you liked both?
I liked both.
Okay.
But if you can't afford to try both, y'all, I would get the classic because you could always add some onions, or
Yeah.
some people have those dehydrated onions, or even an onion salt you could add to the other one. But if you can possibly taste both, I would suggest tasting both. I don't know if I'll have enough quantity or not.
Mm-hmm. Kitty said they get a lot of Hawaiian bread products, and she thinks they're really good also.
Oh, good. Yeah, she's over on that side of the country where she could probably get them even easier than I could. All right, anybody for $2?
Kitty said, "Do you get Hawaiian bread out there?"
Yes, yes, we do. We get the
We get.
King Hawaii.
Janice is in for 2.
Okay, thank you, Janice.
I
But I
use
don't
the
want y'all to
Hawaiian
feel like
bread.
you have to get the Hawaiian. Stovetop is a classic. The broccoli cheddar rice is fantastic as well. I'll even dump a can of chicken in the broccoli rice casserole and make it a full meal. And I am going to have some tuna up for sale as well. If y'all have had my tuna before, you know it is high quality and flavored. Any other interest? Okay, of each of the Hawaiians.
Yes, Kitty, I can get Hawaiian bread here.
I wish it was the kind of thing that I could ship out to those who can't. But this was the only shelf stable Hawaiian type product I could find. I try to either sell things that y'all like, or I try to sell things that I taste and I think are just so amazing that I want to share with y'all. All right, let's see what Janice picks and what quantities.
She wants Hawaii times 2 and done.
Did
Which
you
one
want
of
the
the
sage and onion or the classic? Let me give you a close up of these two. I have two of each. Sage and onion or classic herbs and spices. Or she might have meant one of each.
She wants one of each.
One of each. Okay,
Okay.
fantastic.
Thank you, Janice.
Thank you, thank you. All right, we'll open this up to the chat.
Lori would like a Hawaiian with the sage, and it's
Okay,
one and done.
all right, got it.
Melissa
Thank you,
would
Lauren.
like the Hawaiian classic.
Okay. Anybody for stovetop or cheddar broccoli rice? Oh, and I don't know if I showed y'all the dates on these. This one is July, and this one is August. Oh, August of 2027. Any interest in these? And y'all let me know if you want me to try to get more for next week. Or if anybody wants to order them, I can go back to the store and try to snag some more.
I'd like to try the Hawaiian if you can get more.
Okay. Would you like the Hawaiian in the classic or the sage and onion?
Both.
Okay. Well, Melissa, put her down for an order, and I'll email you tomorrow and let you know if my store had more or not.
Okay.
If they do, March, it'll be in your invoice in your box, and if not, it'll be a. I'm so sorry. I have regrets. I tried my best, but alas,
It's fine.
type email. All right.
Hmm.
Anybody else want to make an order? You're more than welcome to order, y'all. Okay, next $5. I have what I think is probably the most beautiful springtime runner ever. Look at this gorgeous runner.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And even in the middle, it is beautiful. And both sides look like this. So we're going to start this at $5. See if I can kind of lay it out here for y'all to see it. Oh, I just realized that I missed a towel earlier. I hate to show one towel by itself, but I guess I could. All right. Any interest for the table runner? Well, I tell you what, I'm going to make it for choice. You can get this one, or if you prefer a lace table runner. Oops. Did y'all get that same pop up I got? All right. I'm not sure if I can show the whole thing here. It's not quite as long. It's more of like a center medallion. Maybe I can fold it in half and kind of show you. It's hard to show on camera. But here it is. It'll be the other option. So looking for $5. So for the original or the lacy one. And it has a fruit motif. Did y'all see the fruit motif on it? And once again, I folded it just to make it fit. And I don't know how old it is, y'all. But it did belong to my mom. This one's brand new. All right, last call then. If there's no interest, we'll move this aside. I guess I will show y'all the one towel. I'm sorry it's not with the rest. $3 starting bid. Look at this beauty. It's a gnome, but it's got all of these flowers, and it says, "With all my heart."
Oh,
And it has one of these little hanger things so you can hang it up to dry. Anybody for $3 towel? $3 starting bid. Melissa, are you there? Oh, there she is. Thought maybe her device froze for a second. All right. Anybody for the towel? No, no fans. I thought especially CQ Kathy be all over this. I could just imagine her crocheting a pink topper on it. Maybe she left after the original towel show.
She may
You know,
have.
click the thumbs up. Hopefully, we can get 30 thumbs at least for Sweet Lynette today. All right. Well, Kathy, you missed out. This way, you got to watch the whole show, not just when I say, okay, I think that's the last towel. Sometimes I'm wrong. I thought that was the prettiest towel of the day. All right. Let's do some. Oh, Jen thinks it's a cute towel. All right. Let's do some tuna. Let's do some tuna. $2 for choice. The first one is by the brand Know and Love. It's a light tuna and it's in water. It's 100% wild caught. They put it on a croissant for a sandwich. The date on this one is 2027. So that's going to be your first choice. Your second choice, also by the Know and Love brand, for $2 starting bid, is hickory smoked tuna. Once again, a natural flavor, 100% wild caught. Oh, and look, they put it on rice. Nice to have a protein sprinkled over your rice. Next, I've got a Star Kiss tuna creation. This one is with whole grain Dijon mustard. Look, only 80 calories and 12 grams of protein. Next, I've got a bumblebee applewood smoked tuna.
Oh,
And last but not least, also by Bumblebee, teriyaki tuna. Look at that. Anybody too? This is a nice, convenient lunch. Great way to get some protein. Lots of flavor choices. All right, last call on the tuna. Okay, let me move this aside. All right, also $2. I have some 6 packs of flavored oatmeal. The flavor here is maple and brown sugar. So this is an oatmeal. You don't have to add any flavorings to cover up the taste. It already has the flavoring in it.
oh wow.
And this is a totally unrelated item, but I'm going to add this beautiful glass that says Home Sweet Home and has these pretty little flowers in it. Anybody for $2? I'll tell you what, I guess I could add some other choices just to save time. Let me also add a two-pack of boxes that say cheers. So let me move this stuff down. The cheers straws back here. Also add um, a bottle of garlic ranch dressing. Stored this way. That way it is comes out so easy. So if you're tired of plain mayo and you'd rather upgrade to the garlic ranch dressing, here you go. All right, last call on these. All right, move these aside. Oh, they love those straws. I am so glad. I think they are so fun. Let me show y'all some candy because it won't be much longer that I can still mail it out without it melting. So earlier, Lynette was talking about the Ferrero Rocher.
That
So
is my
these are,
favorite.
oh, are they? These are
Yes.
your hazelnut chocolates here.
Mm.
And um, they're going to be $6 starting. We've got those, and we have the big family bag square dark chocolate sea salt caramel. Now these are not the small bags. I will have the small bag of Ghirardelli. It's the big 12.7 ounce family bag. If y'all want the little 3 ounce bags, we will have the little 3 ounce bags out. All right, looking for $6 starting bid on these premium chocolates. Any interest? Okay, we will these away. Well, I tell you what, because a few of these, I'm gonna leave that one out there, and I'm gonna reduce the price to. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the price to $5. utensils. Okay. Do you need the disposable or the reusable ones? Disposable or reusable? All right. If I lower the price drop to $5, anybody interested in this? All right, we're gonna pass on these. All right, for $3, it's starting bid. We'll start these at 3. I'm trying to hurry so that we can end. I've got the Dear Deli squares with the milk chocolate and caramel. The Lindor milk chocolate truffles.
Those are good too.
Okay, anybody on these 3?
Those
I
are some
won't be able to
delicious
milk
candy.
chocolate for. These are now $3. All right. Has anybody ever wanted to try to mod before? Just a question. Oh, she's got a family that has come over, so I'm debating whether to end the stream. If y'all want to continue, if somebody would help me out by modding, show more of the foods, the licorice, the poppy pretzels, kitchen gadgets. Otherwise, we may have to end the auction.
Shelby, I told her.
We know that they're not a coffee shop. Family comes first. So Melissa has a unexpected company that's come. So if anybody could help me out in the chat, then we can keep going. Otherwise, we're going to have to shut down the auction. I'm going to show a few Pop Daddy pretzels while just waiting to see if I get a volunteer. And if not, then this will have to be our last item. All right, so Pop Daddy pretzels, $3 for choice. We've got garlic parmesan. We have cinnamon sugar. We have dill pickle. Carrie, still here? We have strawberry shortcake. This is my very last strawberry shortcake. And we have Dutch apple pie. Well, don't be sorry. I mean, anybody will want to volunteer because when your computer froze before, we had some volunteers. So I'm hoping somebody might volunteer for a couple of few minutes. If not, then, I can show other things next week. All right. So anybody for Pop Daddy pretzels or anybody want to volunteer to help us out in the chat? Because this is the one Sunday we could go longer since coffee shop is canceled. All right. Anybody for pretzels or anybody willing to volunteer a little bit in the chat? Everybody Monday. And I want to thank Melissa running the chat, and I want to thank Lynette for
Thank you for having me.
After the outro, y'all please, oh please, leave me a comment. You can always order section, Discord, or YouTube. And le bon temps brûlé. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul, roll on and on.